What's up, y'all? This is Mike Manzer with another Manzer Faust Productions video. And continuing 2 weeks later, I know, I'm kind of slow at these things sometimes, but I'm going to continue my vinyl tags today, doing the punk vinyl tag. And once again, thanks to Tommy's Vinylnaut for providing us with this punk tag once again. Really good tag this year. If you're not familiar with Tommy's Vinylnaut, awesome fucking channel. Some of my favorite punk rock vinyl community stuff on YouTube. Go follow him. Links in the description to the original Punk Tag 2024 video and his channel. So go do that. Follow him if you love like Finnish hardcore and classic, just fucking great punk rock from that part of the world and everywhere the fuck else. Go check him out. He's got some great fucking content over there. And without further ado, let's get into it. So, number one, show the loudest, dirtiest, most pissed off punk record of 2023. I gotta go with Brain Tourniquet, an expression of pain. This is out on Iron Lung Records. They have been killing it this past year. 2023 was definitely one of the best years for Iron Lung in a while. They also released the incredible Human Outline by Wound Man. Just an amazing, and this shit is insanely fast, aggressive, pissed off, classic style, power violence, grindcore, fast hardcore, whatever you want to call it, just fucking pummeling. Suicide Gown, Deny, The Depths of Human Suffering, Behind My Eyes, and the second side is just one like 10-minute long track called Expression of Pain, and it's just so fucking brutal. And this thing is catchy too. There is some lines within this thing that just stay stuck in my head. The riffs are real good. The speed never lets up. The vocals are dirty and fucking vicious as you would want out of something like this. There's a lot of this kind of power violence revival kind of stuff going on all the time. But man, when I find something like this that's just fucking brutal, I gotta tip my hat to it. So yeah, Brain Tourniquet. If you have not checked this out, you're kind of alone in that. And a lot of people have been dying over this record, but man, so fucking killer. Get into it. Number two, show a reissue or compilation punk record of 2023. Gonna show this one again. This is probably one of my reissues of the entire year. This is G.I.S.M, M.A.N, Military Affairs Neurotic. Really have nothing left to say about G.I.S.M, man. Just go check out this record. Real, like, punky vocals, but over, like, crazy, like, Iron Maiden kind of style riffage. Radio Cheetah is one of the greatest guitarists ever, in my opinion, and this record is just such a fucking beast. It's such a centerpiece for him and just showing off like what he can fucking do. And you can definitely hear some like later the thrashier black metal kind of stuff can take a lot from this record in particular. So yeah, G.I.S.M, if you've been watching this channel, you already motherfucking know. Alright, number three, show a punk record from a band that made a comeback in 2023. Gotta go with Cold as Life, brother. I've shown this one off a couple of times. This is the compilation of the tracks, demo tracks that they did with their original singer. And this is just fucking pummeling. Yeah, everybody's kind of calling out Born to Land Hard that came out a couple of years ago. Great reissue. These are all put out by A389 recordings, which is always putting out like fucking solid, more metallic hardcore kind of stuff in that 90s way, you know, the classic style. Not much scene or anything, just fucking brutal as shit. Great fucking band. I saw them years ago at the LNG. But man, like seeing them come back, the singers out of jail and all the other stuff, showing people how it's fucking done, and just shining a light again on how great this band is. Because a lot of people, I feel like the Cold as Life is kind of forgotten. You know, everybody always talks about like a lot of that kind of stuff from that era, but Cold as Life always kind of gets overlooked. And man, coming out of Detroit, this is like the real fucking deal. This is like unrelenting, dark, pissed off, just fucking rearing to go, fucking hardcore, metallic hardcore. A lot of punk rock attitude to it as well, though. You know, you can't fucking go wrong. And I don't have it yet, but A389 also released their second LP that was never available on vinyl, from what I remember. Decimation of Independence, Declination of Independence. My bad. And that shit is fucking absurdly heavy. So if you haven't heard that yet, check that out. Go pick it up. I still gotta get my copy, but yeah, Cold as Life, fucking ill shit, man. Show a Punk record from 1984, and just goes to be like probably one of my all-time favorite hardcore records of all time. This is My War by Black Flag. What else do you have to say? This is Rollins really making his entrance into Black Flag, in my opinion, because Damage was a lot of leftover cuts from the Keith Morris, Des Cadena eras that came before him, Ron Reyes. But this record is just pure fucking Rollins. This is sort of his like introduction as like just frontman, madman, fucking genius of this fucking band, man. Just so fucking, like, the screams on this, the fucking lyrics are just so nihilistic and violent and brutal, and it's just such a fucking banger after banger kind of album. My War, Can't Decide, Beat My Head Against the Wall, Forever Time, The Swinging Man. Just side A is killing it one after another, but man, side 2 is probably one of the original sludge metal records. This is just, you listen to Grief, you listen to fucking I Hate God, you listen to Crowbar, you listen to any of those fucking bands, the slow down, fucking agonizing shit, Acid Bath, any of that shit fucking starts with My War, in my opinion. Just fucking evil as fuck. Like, just nothing left inside, Three Nights, and Scream. Just that triplet of 6-minute plus fucking dirges where, like, Rollins is just fucking screaming and just unhinged and just running around the room, just screaming in your face, banging on shit. It's very freestyle poetry, the kind of delivery that you'd see from Rollins like later on with spoken word material, even later on in Black Flag, stuff like Family Man. Even though I'm not really a big fan of that record, you do hear those kind of elements that he does on the spoken word pieces on that record in these like 3 massive fucking songs. So yeah, I don't really need to say much about this record, I hope. It's a fucking classic. My word. Number 5, Show a D-Beat, Crust Punk, or a record that is just pure punk and roll. And kind of went for a more punk and roll, but it's got a little bit of D-Beat to it. This is Totalitär. You're not going to get me to even try to pronounce that, but man, woo! This is one of my favorite Swedish punk rock records of all time. It's between this and a lot of the early Mob 47 material, and you can't go wrong with Anti-Cymex either. But man, this is just so good. You got the amazing Ray Pettibone artwork. I believe that's Ray Pettibone. I might be wrong. I apologize. Anyway, great fucking artwork. If it's not Ray Pettibone, it definitely fits his style and vibe. And man, this thing is just fucking classic. Catchy, but vicious and visceral as fuck. You got just such great fucking riffs. The vocalist is just this unchained fucking madman, hyena looking sounding motherfucker. Just so good. So good. So good. Fucking Totalitär, dude. Fucking ask somebody. Number 6, show a live concert punk record. And I love these live and louds. One of my favorites being Sparrer. One of my favorite bands. Kind of between this and Blitz, as who is my favorite classic punk band. Just an amazing live set. You got stuff from everything. You got like a lot of the early singles, Chip on My Shoulder, Running Riot, We Love You, tons of really great tracks. RG Bargy, you got a lot of stuff off of Shock Troops, obviously, Working, Riot Squad, Watch Your Back, Got Your Number, Take 'Em All. They do a really good cover of White Riot. They even have a song off of the album I think is really great, but a lot of people don't really vibe with, called Running Riot in 1984. They got the song The Sun Says, and that record is kind of weird because it's more of like kind of a keyboard, new wave style kind of thing, but I think it's great. There's a lot of catchy songs on it. The Sun Says is definitely like one of the more traditional kind of sing-along anthemic Sparrer tracks, and yeah, dude, just so fucking great. And I love these, like I said, I love these live and loud comps. Is a really great one from The Business. I believe Foreskins did one as well. There's just no end to how many of these there is. The great Addicts one out there. So yeah, fucking Sparrer, dude. Love it. Okay. Gotta unsleeve this one. But we got Show a Colored Punk Record That Looks Like Vomit. I'd say that's a vomity kind of color. You got a little bit of blood. Definitely not a good night before. And if you don't know, Carcass, Reek of Putrefaction. I definitely stand this record. And pretty much the first 4 Carcass records. And I think they're pretty much a flawless. Yes, I like Swan Song. Fuck you. But like they're pretty solid all the way through their career. They a lot of different types of sounds, but man, they never really disappoint. And this record is definitely like kind of divisive, really raw, just disgusting. Like everything just sounds like it's coming out of a fucking meat grinder of pus and grossness. And it's just fucking disgusting sounding record, but I love it. It's got that early grindcore vibe of just fucking just kind of going for it, just cranking it out, and it just doesn't matter how fucking disgusting and how off and how like unprofessional it sounds. It's just one of the fucking beastiest fucking things you'll ever hear. And my personal favorite is the album after this, Symphonies of Sickness, which kind of has the same kind of vibe, but goes more in kind of like a more technical direction, a little bit more melody to it. This has like little to no melody, really fucked up sounding drums and everything, but I love it. So yeah, Reek of Putrefaction, and some fucking utterly disgusting color vinyl. Which, for a band like Carcass, how could you not do that? Alright. Number 8. Come on. Show a punk record cover with leather jackets, skulls, or mohawk hairstyle. This doesn't have skulls on it, so I fucked up. Apologies, but oh yeah. Oh yeah. Confuse Nuclear Addicts, and I show this off every chance I get. It is a fan club reissue from like probably like 15 years ago. But it's good to have. Nice kind of magenta colored with the redone labels. Yeah, just noisy, fucking vicious, just raw as fuck Japanese hardcore from '84. Just, this band never fucking stopped killing it. Some of like the best stuff of that era. They are probably like one of my all-time favorites, up there with G.I.S.M and Gaze. Just so fucking vicious. And you know, I feel like a lot of people have seen this cover image, and that's pretty much what got me into this band. I'm just like, dude, that looks fucking sick. Real discharged, fucking high contrast, black and white of a bunch of spiky hair mohawk guys and fucking leather jackets with studs all over them. Fuck yeah, you got my vote. I love this record, and yeah, always in the looks for a OG copy. They're going for like 200 right now. Definitely would throw down for that, but it's a flexi. I would not be spinning that, so I got this motherfucker that I can put on whenever I want. Hell yeah. Oh, number 11. Wait, where am I? Oh, number 9. Show a DIY style punk cassette or mixtape. Lost my place there for a minute. We got Zone, and I showed this off in my first video on the cassette tag last year. But this is tape from a band I used to see all the time at Daggett Street in New Haven. Do the little fold out. Love this. This could have worked on the last question, because it's got the skull guy, so whatever. But hell yeah, man, this is a beast. We will prevail. They will prevail. Just fucking what the fuck is this? Is this track such a catchy sing-along kind of thing? Deicide, Bastard Watch, Outland. Just, dude, this is ill, and a lot of nostalgia for me hanging out, seeing crazy ass fucking shows at Daggett Street back in the day. Hell yeah. Obviously not to be confused with the kind of, I think they're like a Burning Spirits kind of Japanese band, which is pretty good, but I don't know. My allegiance always lies with these motherfuckers. Zone. And Dennis, the bass player, singer, is playing in a ton of other stuff. I can't remember the names of them because they're all like in Spanish, and I am a dumb American. But yeah, go check out his Ordinance, for example, is like a fucking great band if you could track their stuff down. Yeah. Show a book for punks. Well, a lot of Connecticut craziness been on my mind lately. Got a Piss show coming up. Piss just put out their first record in a long time, so it's been a lot of Connecticut vibes in this house. We stand Connecticut in this house. So what better to be reading up on, again, then the Anthrax Club. This is, everybody's seen the story of Connecticut's Anthrax Club. Just really great book. You know, you got a ton of like great vintage photographs. This is really sick. You got a lot of interviews with, you know, all the old guys that I've been looking up to my whole life. Really cool seeing like street. Look at fucking Pete in Force Reality right there, man. That's fucking crazy. I love this book. A lot of great like insight from bands that would play around that time, and it's good to kind of pull this out every once in a while, because that club probably shut down the year I was fucking conceived. So, you know, given like all the history and that kind of early youth crew and positive hardcore kind of shit going on at the time, this is such a fun read. Cool to hear about everybody's vibes from back in the day. Get a lot of great like bands that kind of, even for somebody like me who's so like fucking tapped in around here with all the old shit, a lot of great bands you'll find that just never really went anywhere. Had a couple of demos or something, but they'll get some attention in this book, which is fucking sick. So yeah, everybody's seen. Definitely highly recommended. All right. Show a t-shirt or merch that you bought from a gig. And I want to go with something a little bit personal. Story time on this one. This is a really nice Songs of Praise Addicts shirt. And the story behind this is about, I want to say like the month before COVID lockdowns and everything like that kicked into effect, I went to go see the Addicts at the Space Ballroom in Hamden. One of my more favorite places to go. You know, I miss the shit out of State House, but the next best thing we got is the Space Ballroom in Hamden. And seeing the Addicts there was really cool. I've seen them at a lot of bigger kind of places. I saw them at some big Starland or Roseland, whatever the fuck it's called, in Manhattan. Hated that experience. And saw them at Toad's place. That was a little bit more enjoyable. But this one, like, the stage isn't too high. There's no security. You get right up there. Monkeys in the audience, like, singing in everybody's face. And we're just having a blast. There's ample stage diving opportunities at the space. I don't think a lot of it was happening that night because it's the Addicts. They're not really a stage divey kind of band, but man, it was fun just to get up there, and they were just like really cool guys. They're like one of my favorite bands, not just for like the Clockwork Orange kind of vibes, which is always cool for me, but seeing a band that is like just out there having fun. It's like a fucking circus or a carnival every single time they play. It's just, you cannot be at an act show and not be smiling the entire fucking time. Great sing-alongs, great lyrics. And it was just such a great feeling before we had to stop having shows for about a fucking year, which was really tough. But as for like a last show, before all that shit went down, you can't fucking beat the Addicts. That was just such a good fucking night. Yeah, and hope to see them again. I don't really know if they're gonna hit this part of the country soon. Doesn't really look like it, but man, I hear about it, I'm fucking there, because that band is hits. Number 12, show a punk record that has a song about Me Too, or Punks Too, and I never even heard the phrase Punks Too, but makes sense. And I went with The Pissed with True Love off of the split with Malachi Crunch. And this song is just, I don't know if it's technically like a Me Too kind of song. It's definitely like anti predatory scumbag dudes hitting on women, not really caring about them, using them, fucking being dicks. You see it right on the fucking cover. Spit right in your face. Because fuck that shit. Don't be a predatory asshole. Be respectful. We're all equal within this. It's all mutual. Stand up for each other. Defend your friends. That kind of shit. No fucking place. Just scumbags trying to use women as objects. So yeah, this fucking song rips. I don't know if it technically fits the question perfectly, but spit right in your fucking face if you're one of these fucking bastards. 13, show a record that has a full punk rock attitude, but is another genre. A lot of people are gonna hate me for this, but man, Death Grips, Money Store, this shit is just... Punk rock is shit. Man, this shit is just fucking abrasive. Fucking loud, noisy, anti-authoritarian, fucking anarchic as fuck, like blackjack. I've seen footage, even though it's like everybody kind of, it's their like pop song. Dude, that shit bounces. That's definitely like deserving of just being that great of a known song. System Blower, Bitch Please, and Hacker. It's just fucking ruthless fucking industrial hip hop with a lot of punk rock attitude, a lot of fucking just standoffish, antisocial. The Fever is another really good one with the kind of like siren kind of vibes and everything going on. The samples on this just go fucking haywire. Yeah, I don't really have to say much. This band kills it live. I've only seen them once with Ministry, but holy shit, my head felt like it was caving in. And by the end of it, just so fucking great. Money Store, Death Grips. Yeah! Show a punk record that you have most different versions of. Why in the hell? So there's a lot I have like 2 versions of. So I just kind of picked one that I want to show off. This is Reissue with Valtien. Why am I trying? Really great band. Like, I've talked about these guys a lot of times. You got this, the Propaganda artwork, which is the Finnish-oriented artwork. This is a Havoc reissue. And just because it is on this nice, clear, red vinyl. And we also have the German pressing, or the reissue of the German pressing as Prisoner of State, put out by Hone, I don't know how you fucking say it, but they put out a lot of cool reissues of this era of Finnish hardcore. Got the nice back. Got the labels. This was put out by Rockorama Records. I have already ranted about that in another video of the kind of weird sketchiness of this stuff being on that label. From what I understand, though, they had no fucking interest in that Nazi shit. I mean, for fuck's sake. Yeah. So, it was probably done without their permission back in the day, but it's good to have this copy and not support those fuckers. Yeah. Number 15, show a punk record with a president or a leader. Somehow I couldn't come up with a president one, so I went with a cult leader. Charles Manson. This is Negative FX. We got all the Manson family members on the back. Yeah, kind of a sketchy cover. Not the most sketchy cover of this band. I mean, if you want to consider Last Rites the same band. I mean, this is Choke before Slapshot. Really great early, faster than all fuck Boston hardcore. This is up there with like The Kids Will Have Their Say and those kind of records coming out of Boston at the time. Just fucking ruthless, fast as fuck, brutal, simplistic and vicious, goddamn straight edge hardcore. Done the right way. And Choke's a legend, definitely about it. So, yeah. Negative FX. Number 16. Prove that you are not just an old fart and show a fresh release from punk rock band that is about half your age. Man, there's no band half my age. I'm not trying to listen to some 16-year-olds, alright? That's just not what I'm fucking doing. But I went the closest thing from this past year that I've been all about from a newer band. I believe this is their first kind of LP, but it's barely even an LP. What even is an LP anymore? Because I think this thing's only like 20 minutes. But goddamn, this band has been very impressive since they started. I remember hearing them when they came out with a record during the lockdown. So, Pain of Truth, Not Through Blood. And I've seen these guys once opening for Madball at the Ballroom. Really great. This has a bunch of features and stuff. They don't really advertise it or make like a big deal out of it, but each song has like kind of like an old, like kind of a current hardcore guy or legendary hardcore guy. You got Freddie Madball, Lord Ezak, Jay from Mind Force shows up. You got the guy from The Movie Life on one of these tracks. It's just really fucking good. Pain of Truth just killing it on this Long Island classic style beatdown influence. Just fast hardcore, real simple, real in your face, doesn't take any fucking shit. And they're killing it right now. This band is blowing up big time. They deserve all of it because this is just really solid hardcore New York style. Oh, okay, so up next, a record you are waiting to be released in 2024. I put out a thing online, nobody wanted to fucking answer, so kind of had to pull something out of my ass. Next, in a couple of weeks, I believe we got next weekend, there's a show at again, Space Ballroom. Seems to keep fucking coming up in this video. In the front room with Intercourse and Chained to the Bottom of the Ocean. But we also have Doom Beach and Chop 7 Times doing a set, each to promote their new 12-inch, split 12-inch coming out. And I'm real excited about that. Chop's been doing some amazing one-man grind, beats the crap out of like a fucking giant garbage can, like just great, noisy, fast, mince as fuck kind of grindcore. And then Doom Beach has just this insanely heavy sludge kind of sound with a lot of feedback, a lot of noise. Definitely fit that vibe with Chain to the Bottom of the Ocean, those other kind of bands, the noisier kind of bands coming up right now. If you like stuff like Space Camp, those kind of real chaotic, just experimental but still just fucking pummeling kind of bands, definitely check out Doom Beach. I'm excited about that fucking 12-inch. gonna rip. Number 18, the punk lyrics that have inspired you in 2023. And first track on this compilation, Outburst the Hard Way, off of New York Hardcore, Where the Wild Things Are, put out by Blackout. This is a Noiseville reissue from a few years ago. Got a Paul Bearer from Sheer Terror on the back, passed out. Some great lyrics and flyers and stuff. This is stacked with Raw Deal, Last Blood, Breakdown, Sheer Terror, Maximum Penalty, Uppercut, and Gorilla Biscuits. This is a classic. And man, Outburst the Hard Way is like one of my favorite hardcore songs of all time. It's just real, like, you know, it's like a pep talk in a fucking song. It's like, you know, this world's fucked up. It's gonna spit in your face. It's gonna beat you down. You just gotta keep fighting, man. The only way you can survive, the only way you can win, the only way you can, you know, keep your fucking pride is you gotta fight the hard way. There's no easy way out. And, man, this song just is the ultimate, just getting me out there, just getting me moving as I need to sometimes. It's just the ultimate pick-me-up. It's like a fucking coffee in the morning, man. I love Outburst. So, yeah. Gotta give it up to that track. Never gets old. And your favorite punk lyrics of all time. Shout, sing, or just read the lyrics. I don't know if you're gonna get me to sing very much. I'm kind of shy about that kind of thing on camera. We got Negative Approach, Tied Down. The song, is it even on here? Shit. All right. Well, I don't have it on this record, but lead song. I guess it's off the 7-inch, but I don't have the 7-inch. But man, we want our lives, we want our brains. You want control, but we won't pay. We want to fight to have a chance to change the future, erase the past. I love Negative Approach, man. Just one of like the best fucking bands you've ever had play hardcore live. Just killing it. Time after time. I just saw them back in December, and they brought the fucking house down. Amazing fucking band. And yeah, if you've never seen Negative Approach, you get the opportunity. Go fucking see Negative Approach. And just love their lyrics. Real, passionate, very nihilistic at times, but man, like, just give no fucks. Just such a fucking amazing band. So yeah, Negative Approach, cannot deny it. And last one, number 20, show punk record that described the current state of the vinyl community. I don't know what that fucking means. Respect, but I don't. But what I feel like it should mean is you never sell out. Warzone. Don't forget the struggle. Don't forget the streets. What else needs to be fucking said? You know, it's your choice. Fucking represent punk rock the right way. Don't try to follow any trends. Don't try to jump on any fucking bandwagons. Represent fucking real hardcore, dude. Rep that shit. Dude, I love this fucking record. Just nothing but anthems. Fuck Your Attitude. As One. Don't Forget the Struggle. Don't Forget the Streets. In the Mirror. Judgment Day. Just, man. Rabies. One of my favorite frontman of all time. Unfortunately, obviously, never got to see him. But, and also you got Old Todd. I guess he came later, actually. God damn, I'm fucking up. But, it's just such a great record. Real raw, fast New York, good like mosh style kind of stuff. Just fucking killer. You cannot go wrong with this fucking record. And it reminds you, man, just I'm trying to remember that opening line to Don't Forget the Struggle, but can't remember it right now. But you know, keep hardcore in the streets where it belongs. All you kids out there, keep the faith. Warzone, Lower East Side crew. Hell yeah. And that's it, man. That's it. This year's punk tag for 2024. Real cool. I got the generic kind of tag coming pretty soon, hopefully. I just got to dig out the records for that. Really having a great time making videos. Got some stuff in the works. Big things coming in February. Finished this kind of project element, I guess, or whatever, yesterday. So keep your ears and eyes on this fucking channel. Lots of cool shit coming. Still got that top 23 of the year. Still got the favorite reissues of the year. Probably pretty soon I could put together my favorite scores, retro and vintage scores of 2023. A lot of great like reissues from the past years, but also a lot of great OG presses that I've been after for a while. A lot of great records in that fucking video. So I'm excited to bring all that to your attention. Yeah, just been a crazy fucking year. Ain't slowing down one bit. So yeah, if you got your own kind of opinions on these records, if you want to talk about your own records and you don't want to make a video, shame on you. But yeah, jump down there in the comments and let's talk about these records. Let's talk about punk rock. Let's talk about vinyl. Let's talk about hardcore. Let's get this shit out there. You think one of my choices sucks? Let me know, loud and proud, that you disagree. I can take it. Like and subscribe if you have not yet. You want to find me on social media. I'm on Instagram as the Hordes of Manzerfaust because I'm wearing the shirt. A lot of you might not know about it, but I have a black metal project, if you can call it that, I guess, called Midnight's Requiem. Tons of stuff up on the YouTube, and tons of stuff on Spotify. I'm going to post the link to the YouTube page in the description. Go check that out. And like I said before, got to have Tommy's Vinylnaut, the link to the original video and his channel down there in the fucking description. Go support him. And if you can, make your own fucking vinyl tag for the punk rock. Do it, fuckers. Anyway, this is Mike Manzer with another Manzerfaust Productions video. And stay fucking metal.